Hi everybody and welcome to Barbie Dolls of the Week. So this week I've got kind of a mishmash of 4 dolls that I want to show you because I couldn't decide on any particular theme. 2 of them are related, but let me just get into it. So first of all, there seems to be quite a mania right now for Toy Story 4, I believe it is, Barbie dolls. I'm seeing them out there and she's got the little bangs and so forth. So kind of cute, obviously still based on our famous Great Shape Barbie from the early 80s, which I really like and I have above me with the 2 versions and the Ken. But they have done variations on the Barbie that's in with Toy Story. So I want to start with today with this doll and take her off the stand. And this one was from, I believe, Toy Story 2. And this is Tour Guide Barbie doll. Um, and this is from, I believe, 1999, maybe? That's what I was seeing online, if I saw that correctly. Which it looks like about that time frame. I love the little hat. She's a great looking tour guide doll. Short skirt. I don't know what shoes she came with. I'd have to look, but this one doesn't have any shoes. I got her, the way she is and not in the package or the box. I'm not sure if she came with anything else. If anybody else knows, let me know. She does have her little pink earrings, little pink plastic ring that you see here. And, she's kind of got the body similar to a beach doll or maybe a My First Barbie without the really smooth legs. Fairly long hair, of course blonde. I don't think there was ever another version like African American or anything like that. Definitely not a brunette that I ever saw. Now, sometimes you see this doll or other Toy Story Barbies, I should say, in with a Ken doll, and that's the Ken based on the animal-loving Barbie Ken. So, so I want to show you that doll today, which I have, and that's, of course, the original one, not the one from Toy Story in any way. So, of course, here was the set, and this one did come with 4 different dolls. I don't think there was a skipper. I never saw a skipper. But it also had these animals, which I think this is such a fun set. I have all the dolls in this set, and maybe I should have shown you all of those today, but I've shown them before. So I wanted to focus on these 2 since they were Toy Story related. So I don't have one of these out of the box, by the way, and I'm not sure if they're affected in any way by, wobbly waists or anything like that. He's kind of famous for this shirt and the scarf around his neck and the little pale blue shorts with the little turned up edges or hemmed edges. And he has his own chimpanzee to care for. So you see that he's got a lot of things with him. Shoes are in here. Speaking of Ken shoes, I heard some interesting stories recently about people selling Ken dolls from, way back. This one is from '88, box date, by the way, made in Malaysia. And when they do, and a person opens it, I've never heard this until recently, but when they go to put the shoes on that are in the box, the shoes crumbled. I mean, I thought that was so odd. And I don't know if that was certain kinds of shoes or why that would happen, because I know it's old, but I've had plenty of dolls that I've taken out of boxes and never once had that happen. So I just wonder why it happens in certain cases and not in other cases. But anyway, he has the typical Ken face for that time period. This does look like it has a greasy syndrome going on. Maybe he needs a little cleaning, astringent on his face. I'm kidding. That would probably take the paint off, so don't do that. But yeah, he is very typical looking. Now, again, on the back, you see the other dolls. Barbie's hair was really kind of wild, and actually so was Nikki. They called the Asian doll Nikki in this series. By the way, someone commented on a recent video where I was showing the tropical Barbie and friends, and that was, I believe, the Asian doll was Miko or Kira. No, Miko, I think. and they said, oh, well, she looks like the Kira from the 90s. It's basically the same doll, same character. I don't know why they changed the name. So yeah, they do look the same because they're basically the same doll. And I would say really the same about this one. Her makeup's a little different, but, you know, similar one, I'll say. But as far as this doll, this is in the Toy Story series, at least some of them. I don't know. I've only seen one or two of those years ago, so I don't know about the current ones, if he's still in it at all. But I saw one where he was pictured with a Barbie, like the Great Shaped Barbie from a previous movie, and his face looked really different. They really reconfigured his face or redid his face. He looked kind of younger and maybe a little hipper. I don't know. But this one's fine. I always thought this was a fun outfit. It was a little on the gay side, if you ask me, and that's okay, obviously. And I think that it looks like something Mr. Roper would have worn if he was in a safari short set, which in itself is a little weird. But I don't know, maybe you would wear shorts in a safari. I'm not really sure. But definitely not that shirt and not that scarf. So it's just fun, and I like the gold belt as well. Okay, moving on, and now we're going to move out of the Toy Story realm and just to two other dolls I want to show you that I like a lot. They're from a shelf that I have in a small room, and I've got about 8 dolls on that shelf, including the Dynasty Alexis and Crystal dolls, these two, and some others, which I just picked a couple I wanted to show you today. Again, I'm going to take her off the stand. So here is the doll from the back, and I don't know if that's an old Dream Date PJ. I forget I think that's an old Dream Date PJ thing that was kind of in bad shape, I think, but I use it as a hair thing. So here she is, and I really like this outfit. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this dress from probably the 80s, I'm guessing. I don't have a book in front of me to know, but something like that, 70s or 80s. But I think it was from the 80s. She's obviously was sold secondhand. She has been out of the box for years. But if you look at her face, you can tell, I believe, maybe some of you, who this doll is. And I was pretty easily able to identify her. This is Costume Ball Barbie. I believe, again, I think she was late 80s. And she's got that very distinctive eye makeup. I think you can see it there. So that's how I knew who she was. As far as her earrings, I don't remember where those came from. I don't think those were her original earrings. I'm not sure, though. She doesn't, unfortunately, have a ring at this point. But what do you guys think of this dress? You know, I like it. I like it on her. Again, her eye makeup's a little wild with the green and the lavender and whatever other colors are in there. Probably some blue. But she is a pretty doll, I think. And I love the can that comes with this set, by the way. Okay, and then the last doll I wanted to show you today, again, not related in any way, is just, I think you might be able to tell from the back who this is. Again, you tell I've got her hair pulled back, as you see. It's got a lot of hair. It's kind of two-toned. And yes, it's Style Magic Whitney. So she's got some cool shoes on, by the way. I love these shoes. I'm not sure where I got them. Probably out of a pack that I bought in the recent couple years. But yeah, she has got a mane of hair, this doll. I'm not going to take it out because I had enough trouble getting it in there. And I think it does look better like that. In fact, I find myself kind of trying to tame her hair a bit. I think I did a boil perm on her, and it didn't do much. So, you know, or boil, it's not a perm, boil straightening, boil style, whatever you want to call it. And of course, she has a vintage dress on. Her butt might be a little bigger than the Barbie back then because it kind of stretches the fabric, or it could just be that the fabric is old and stretched. I don't know. But it does have that wonderful zipper from that time period. And it has this bow in the front. The earrings don't really go with it, I understand, but I don't want to take them out. So I like this dress on her. I love the dress in general, except the bow. I'm not a big fan of the bow, but it might be too plain without that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like the bow? I'm not a fan of it, but it's okay. It kind of blends in. She's got a couple loose strings here I should snip off, but I'm not going to do that right this second. And I really like her face as well. I love this face mold. And I think this might be, I'm not sure, but this could be the face mold for some of the PJs too. You guys that know more about face molds can, I'm sure, let me know. This is kind of a teal turquoisey color, but I see it's coming across more green on the screen. So it's just the lighting. In person, it's not so green. It's more teal. So anyway, I mean, teal, I guess, is a form of green or has green in it, but not that green. So anyway, this is as I said, two of the dolls on that shelf that I have in that small room, and they just look so nice up there when I see them, and I wanted to share them with you guys today. So for today, I'm going to sign off and tell you to please have a great week or so until I talk to you the next time, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.